Dads with daughters, would you rather have your daughter be in the woods, like little daughter in the woods with a bear, or a man? Maybe asking it this way will allow men some extra perspective of what women are.
Okay, TikTok, I officially believe y'all have lost y'all minds. I don't know if we are living in the same world, but what I will say is that anybody is dangerous. Let me repeat that. Anybody is capable of doing anything. I'd be so sick of you, the mayo, coming on this app every motherfucking day, coming up with these weird ass things to talk about. Y'all know in y'all right fucking mind there ain't nobody trying to fight in the woods with a motherfucking grizzly. Y'all know ain't nobody trying to go in no motherfucking woods and fight with no motherfucking bear. Comparing a bear and a man is not even equivalent. And I just feel like y'all find too many ways to try to create this illusion inside your mind to make man the only aggressor on this planet. If y'all really want to be honest here, humans as a collective whole of men and women are the most dangerous species on this earth combined. It's not a man that is more dangerous. It's man and woman that is dangerous on this planet. Not only do men and women consume the animals on this earth, but they consume the plants. They also take in oxygen. They are also polluting the air, also littering, doing all types of things to this earth that is making the earth fall apart. And y'all want to sit up here and go back and forth and try to create all these illogical reasons as to why a man alone or women alone are this way or that way. No, it's both. There are women out here unaliving their own children. There are men going to prison daily. There are men and women that are trafficking with each other. You know how they have that saying that say behind a great man there is a great woman? Well, behind every man that sex traffics there is a woman that is out there being his hoe. That is out there trafficking right along with him and making bank. Y'all remember that woman in Texas that was trafficking her female students to her son? Yeah, there are people out there like that just think just doing things like that is just okay.
Popping it, pass on my coat. I'm on the road, flow like I'm Batman. Damn, what? Smart as a madman.
You too, man. Every day I get on TikTok, right, or just any app, it's always some silly scenario. And then there's the women playing victim. Not saying that it doesn't happen at all, but bro, you know how many people you walk by a day? Think about that. You went to the grocery store today. All them dudes in there, and they trying to say, well, men, all men. Well, not all. Let's not do not all, but majority of men are dangerous. So y'all wondering, what the f- are they talking about, this bear conversation, bear this, bear that? I just can't bear to hear this anymore without knowing what the f- going on. Yeah, I did a bear joke. It didn't work? Okay, cool. All right, this is what it's about. This motherfucker here, the interviewer, going around asking women, would you be in the woods with a bear or would you want to be in the woods with a man? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. It's weird. I'm not going to lie. It's weird. It's redundant. Let's get it.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Men are scary.
Right there. That's all it is. That's all it is. I promise you. That's all it is. Men are scary. You want to know what's the main objective? What's the main idea? That men are scary. Men are vicious. Of course, it's not all men, but they trying to make it seem like it's all men and try to make it seem like, you know how women get it when they got that victimhood mentality. Not saying they should be aware or be surrounded with that. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout, because there are some crazy dudes, but like I said, it's some crazy women. Come on now. Me personally, I've never been attacked by a dude. Well, he don't want you sexually, so why would he look at you and want to attack you? Listen, I've been hit more by a woman than a man. All right, come on now. But let's get to the rest of the video.
With a bear. Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
That video has gone viral everywhere, asking women if they would choose a man or a bear to be lost with or being in a forest with, and all of them answered bear, and I think the answer is correct. Why would a woman choose a man over a bear where the number one predator of that woman is the man and not the bear? There's a really good documentary by Herzog called Grizzly Man, and it's this story of a woman and a man that are in the Alaskan wilderness bonding with bears. Timothy, the guy who actually recorded the footage, is said that he spent over 35,000 hours or a span of 13 years with bears. A lot of them were grizzlies, which is the highest aggressive bear you can find in the forest. Eventually he got by one of them, but it took a while. The worst you can experience is a probably swift death, but a woman would be like in a far worse situation with a man if she's put in with the wrong one in a forest. And she probably wouldn't experience death that quick. It will be something else. Probably SA. It's terrible too when you think about it, because a lot of the movies portrayed in Hollywood where a man is lost with a woman in the wilderness usually ends up in a romantic situation. And these movies are produced by men, because a lot of men think that eventually the woman would submit to them emotionally and sexually. But you barely ever see any movies where the man and the woman survive without any relationship.
Boom. That's all it is. They saying men are worse than bears. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the title. I'd rather be in the forest with a bear. That's what they saying. A bear got less whatever, bro. At the end of the day, bro, go touch grass, bro. Go touch grass, because these scenarios and these conversations just getting really weird, bro. But hey, you know it gets worse. It gets worse, man. Let's get it. We got to get into it.
Would you rather be lost in the woods with a man or a bear? I know a lot of y'all have seen the video. My other smaller account, I made a video about it a few days back. I switch accounts, go look through my notifications. It's all, when you see yourself in one picture all the way down your notifications and you got thousands of notifications, you know one video is blowing up. And it's just a bunch of women saying, well, a bear won't definitively attack me. A man will. There's a higher chance that a bear attacks you than a man does. And I get it, okay? This is social media. You're gonna make points that are based in fact that are in fact not factual. Yes, more people are attacked by men than bears, by far. But if you just use your critical thinking skills, that's because you live with men, you walk past thousands of men a day, like, and I haven't fact checked this, but I'd be willing to bet that more men get attacked by bears than women, because they be the ones in the woods hunting. Also, more men are attacked by men than women, but we're not gonna talk about that. Just do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go to Walmart, walk past 20 men. Go walk past 20 men. Okay, do the walk. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Walk past 20 men. All right. Then let's go to the zoo. Jump into the wherever the cage where they keep the bear, and just fucking walk past. Just one bear. Just. Hi, Mr. Bear. You're not as scary as a man. You would never fucking do that. You would never fucking do that. Because
I don't know, bro. To me, it's just like, bro, it's really just common sense, man. Why are they trying to deem men as such vicious creatures, bro? Oh, my God, bro. Go touch grass, man. These conversations are getting weird. And TikTok just got approved to get banned. And I don't know, bro. I think it's for the best, bro, because they got these incel women, well, femcels, that's the correct term they got, that don't be outside for real, or just don't look at life as, they think it's just this gray area. It's like, oh, black and white. Like, I know if I just go outside, a man is going to attack me. Baby, men don't give a fuck about you. If you look good, the most you get is a holler. What's up, baby? How you doing? Yeah, some dudes do the extreme, and you know what I'm saying? But that's not every single guy. You might get 1 or 2 guys that do the extra, right? Compared to if it's 20 different guys, bro, they gonna take their rejection, or they might be disrespectful. We gonna sum up all the little possibilities of what it's gonna do. But you're not gonna get attacked, brick lady. Brick lady. Felony charges, by the way. Come on out. Anyways, it's more, bro. I'm not gonna waste any brain cells doing this because I just can't bear to hear the rest of it. But let's get to the audio.
You understand that this is social media, and it's yet another point where you get to dunk on men because the statistics say 1 in a million people will get attacked by a bear this year, and 1 in 6 women gonna get attacked by a man. We're not even gonna go into how a lot of y'all poke those men. I mean bears. I mean men. But shit. All right, y'all can have it. Would you rather be lost?
He said women provoke men. Oh man. They ain't ready for that conversation. You know when they would get disrespectful. Oh, you a big, you a weak ass, Come on, man.
If you replaced all the men on Earth with bears, would you be more or less safe? Good question. I mean, I'm going to lean towards more safe.
Fun fact, I lived in the woods in Northern California in basically a cabin for 7 years. And we were surrounded by bears. And we would have bears in our yard at least once every couple weeks, if not every week. One day, a dude came up to our house and he was on my back deck. And my wife could see him through the sliding glass window leading onto the back deck. And she said, "There's a man on our deck." And I've never gotten more chills on the back of my neck than when she said that. And we've had multiple bears on our back deck. He was just a linesman in the area working on power lines, and he was hot, so he wanted some water. That was it. But hard agreed, men way scarier than bears.
If you replaced all the men on Earth with...
I'm telling you, bro, but I do think it just depends on your atmosphere. Like, you're going to expect a bear in the fucking woods. You're not going to expect a human to be out here, right? I think it depends, and it varies on your situation and your setting. Because if you're not going to expect a bear in your freaking $1 million house or, you know what I'm saying, your townhouse or whatever, or your apartment, you see all these guys walking around in your apartment complex, you're not going to be scared. But if you see a fucking bear, you're going to be scared as shit. You're going to be more intrigued to see what's going on from a distance, but you're not going to walk up to it. Come on now. It just depends. That's what they're not trying to say. You're like, oh yeah, man, I was so scared. Look at where you at. Look where you at. You're in the woods. Of course you're going to expect a fucking bear. You're going to expect a deer. You're going to expect snakes and da-da-da-da-da. But I bet you was in your goddamn bathroom half naked. You see a goddamn snake. You're going to be freaking the fuck out. Come on now. That's what they not saying, bro. They're going to say, oh, men are so scary. We can flip it. The people that's on the other side of the conversations can also flip the exact scenario, the exact same way you're saying it, to go against you. You said men are scary. All right, granted. Bears are scary. Granted. Not all bears are going to attack you. They got grizzly bears. Well, not all men are going to attack you. Come on now.
So that black man that's going around your For You page with the patchy beard and the fading hairline, who's a misogynist and lives in...
But look how she already come into this conversation with a negative outlook, right? That's number one. Look how she already shaming... Sign language, rest in peace to the Godfather. Shaming this guy for Mario. She already got a native about this guy and his answer. You can't tell a woman anything. You can't argue with a woman if she already got her mind on this thing. This is how she thinks. This is how she quote unquote feels. So that's what it is, bro. Let's get it.
In Florida and thinks he can tell women what to do, and he doesn't understand why we would pick the bear over a man in the woods. Yeah, I'm not going to stitch his video because that's what he wants. But before I break down why his video has more comments than likes, here's a little clip of it.
That should have been, the way that question should have been asked, would you rather be lost in the woods with a bear that wants to kill you or a man that wants to kill you? With a bear that wants to harm you or a man that wants to harm you? That you could get the real fucking answers. I ain't never hit a woman violently. I ain't never put a violent hand on a woman. I ain't never sexually...
I had to pause it, you know what I'm saying? Can't say that second word.
Assaulted a woman? No, none of that. Ever. Nah, I ain't never even called a woman out of her fucking name. Not to her face.
Yeah, that last part was real telling. Not to her face, huh? He's the type of misogynist that feels like because he hasn't put his hands on a woman, it's okay to mentally and emotionally abuse them. And especially verbally abuse them, because you admitted to doing that on camera. But here's the point I want to make. Do you all remember that show, I Survived? What I always thought was very interesting about that show was that the men were always trying to survive a boat wreck, or getting lost in the woods, or bitten by a shark, where the women were always, I survived a man. So I figured we'd do a little
My girl said a show.
experiment for all the misogynists out there who are so stupid, and show you all the topics of the first season of I Survived. Episode 1, Season 1. A woman is...
Not all women. Not saying you were never a victim of any physical or all the other, you know what I'm saying, things from a man. But I'm saying, think about that one dude or maybe two dudes versus all the guys you interacted with in life, walk past in life. Those two, maybe three, versus the hundreds and hundreds of dudes. You're not worrying about no dude from Kroger's being harmful. You're not worrying about the dudes at the grocery store being harmful. But if you maybe go to the club and it's 4 a.m., then you might have a different percentage. That's what I'm saying. Not saying it doesn't happen. And I'm sorry for the victims that it did happen to, or the victims that it's going to happen to in the future. But they're trying to make it seem like it's this high rate. It's so neutral, bro. This conversation is so neutral. It's not men or women. It's not just one gender versus one gender. Bro, it's both genders can be harmful.
Pew pew 3 times and left for unalivement. A man is caught in a blizzard that threatens to bury him alive, and 2 boys survive a plane crash. Episode 2. A hitchhiker turns on 2 girls who picked him up. 3 men are stranded on an island for 13 days. 2 people are kidnapped at gunpoint by hitchhiker. Episode 3.
And I just feel like y'all find too many ways to try to create this illusion inside your mind to make man the only aggressor on this planet. If y'all really want to be honest here, humans as a collective whole of men and women are the most dangerous species on this earth combined. It's not a man that is more dangerous. It's man and woman that is dangerous on this planet.
Bear or this man? Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man?
This video cracked me up because this man compared who he felt were the safest man options to go up against the bear, which, if you have to do that, the answer is bear, right? But not only that, the man versus bear conversation is really just pointing out how men have an issue with rejection. They can't fathom the idea that a woman would choose anything other than man.
Is it rejection or is it just common sense? If you go in the woods with a bear, a certain bear at that, you get a vicious bear and a vicious man, who you think gonna attack you first if they see you, right? Oh, it varies. Who you think gonna do worse damage? Oh, it varies. Depending on what the bear got versus, bro, man, they just don't know. A bear is stronger than a man, faster than a man, climb trees faster, better. They are adapted to the nature of their surroundings. You take a bear to the grocery store, you're gonna be more freaked out and traumatic, get damaged and emotionally. I'm not finishing these videos, y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't, bro. But you get why the conversation. This is about the conversation of why the conversation even came about. This is the conversation of what it's about. Not even me trying to debunk it, because it's pretty. I can't even say that word. It's pretty remedial. All right. Y'all see what it's about, bro. But I'm gonna finish it just because of the sake of it.
List of how dangerous they've even seen men to be themselves. He even went so far as to say that if you chose bear over any of those men or all of those men, that you were delusional. Meaning that no matter how you actually feel, if you don't have an answer that agrees with what he thinks you should have, then you're insane. So not only do we have a man who refuses to take no for an answer, but we have one who, when you choose no, will tell you that you're absolutely crazy. Nothing about that feels safe. Now, I happen to be happily married to a man, so I'm a little bit biased in this conversation. But my last ex broke down the bedroom door with his head because I said I needed some time to cool off after an argument we had. I ended the relationship shortly after. But at the same time, I also used to live in the panhandle of Florida, which has a kind of large population of black bears who would go into our trash the way that raccoons do elsewhere in the United States. And if you approach them, they run away. There you have it. And one last thing that has been bothering me about this whole thing is why haven't I seen any men ask the question, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a woman? Is it because they know we would not care if they chose the bear?
Alright, I said I was gone, bro, but think about it, bro. She compared a bear going through trash to her ex. Her fucking ex. After an argument at that. That was one guy compared to the thousands of dudes she interacted with, right? That's the whole point. What y'all think in the comments, bro? I'm deranged right now. This is mentally draining me. And a woman did this to me. Hey, man. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, y'all. But count as many times that it did happen versus how many men you walk past before and after it happened, man. I'm Jay. And I'm gone.